bid now, bid high.
There you go. I like that. Okay, we will announce the silent auction winners a little bit later. We're running ahead of time, which is so unusual, but I know that, everybody likes to get to bed early these days. So, not everybody does? Well, all right. If I may, I would like to invite up to the podium Carolyn Bott, who is President Emeritus of Sunlight Home. And I have to tell you, titles aside, Carolyn is and has been for a long time the heart and soul of Sunlight Home. Please give her a hand.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a beautiful room full of wonderful, beautiful, caring, tender hearts. It's wonderful to see you all here, and we're so grateful that you came to celebrate life with us and celebrate the ministry of Sunlight Home and Action for Life. We are going to be a force to reckon with. Sunlight Home was founded in 1994. We had two couples that went out and got a mortgage to purchase the home that we're in now. And we were lucky enough to have a donor that left us the balance to pay off our mortgage in his last bequest and will. So the house was eventually paid for. One of our founding members and President Emeritus of Sunlight Homes, Rosemary Erickson, who's with us tonight. Rosemary, could you stand for a minute? For the past 30 years, Sunlight Home has had two presidents, Rosemary and me. For 30 years, right, Rosemary? Yeah. We founded Sunlight Home to provide at-risk homeless pregnant women and teens with a place to come, where they can find a way where they don't see a way. And most of them are so hopeless and desperate that they don't see any hope anywhere. Our founding scripture was Jeremiah 29:11, which was, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." And that was when we founded Sunlight Home on that principle. I started Sunlight Home as a volunteer, and then I became a board member. Then I became an officer. And then one day when I went to the ladies' room, I came back and found out I was the president. That's what happens there. It's one of the most wonderful ministries you'll ever know. And it's almost like the Christian love mafia. Because when you fall in love with this place, and if you try to get out, they just pull you right back in. And we're happy that they do that. We have been doing this for the past 31 years without ever receiving a dime of government funding. And we never will. We had a wonderful founding board that, we've over time, stepped down. Some of them have been replaced with other younger or energetic women. And there's a few of us that call ourselves the exhausted hens, because we've been there for so long. And we've noticed that over time that the needs of the girls that we serve have become increasingly more difficult and more challenging. And we needed to bring new resources and increased resources to them through our community here. Action for Life has been here in Naples for 50 years. And in 2008, when we had this bad recession, I remember we couldn't make payroll. And Action for Life gave us a check for $5,000 so we could pay our staff. And the rest of the community came and built us up after that. these young ladies to show them that God loves them, that through the love of Christ, that they can look forward to a future of hope and love, and not one of poverty and abuse. Shockingly, 60% of single mothers in Southwest Florida live at poverty or below poverty level. So we want to change that. We want to bring them into the love of Christ. I answer the door over there and I tell everyone, we have mustard seeds and we're not afraid to use them. And we start planting the minute they walk in the door. And believe it or not, over time, you can see the little sprouts of hope coming up. And leaves you with the scripture of Galatians 6:9, which is, let us not grow tired of doing good, because at the appropriate time, we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. And we will never give up at Sunlight Home. In 2016, we realized that we weren't providing enough for them. They needed to have more than maternity home. They needed to have a transitional facility for themselves. So we added a wing onto the house with the help of the community and some of our church groups. We built a wing and we now have a transitional housing. It's only for 3 beds, but it's better than it was before, where we had no beds. And the girls can go into that program after they complete the maternity program. But for the day that they walk in there, they're sitting down and they're doing their GED, or they're going to learn how to drive a car, or they're going to job training, or they're going to school, but they're going. It's not just a place to be, it's a place to progress, it's a place to learn. And at the end of it, knowing through the love of Christ, feeling some of them love, especially the traffic girls, for the first time, they understand what the love of Christ is all about. And all of you people sitting out there are the ones that make all this possible for them, through your donations and your love and your time and your treasures. Without all of you, we could not do any of this. And to me, this is like the most important thing, because according to, I think it was Bishop Sheen, Venerable Bishop Sheen said that God writes his name on every soul that he creates in his life. And we are there to honor his wish to have all of these children to be living and being taken care of and to be prospering. And that is our final goal for them, is to be able to live within the love of Christ and have a future of hope and get rid of all of the baggage that brought them to our door. It's not important what they did before, it's important what they're going to do now and on their way moving forward. So God is always at work, we know that. And now he's looking at doing something more at Sunlight Home. And it's time that, we can't see the whole picture always, but he's opening new doors, the doors that we could never have opened on our own. The same God that called this ministry into existence is now calling us to something greater than all of ourselves here, greater. And it's a new season, so let us be faithful to complete it, and through it all, we will give God all of our glory. Thank you so much for being here, and God bless all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one marvelous individual.
Through it all, one priority has remained central. It is caring for the staff and the moms and the babies we serve. Tonight, I would like to recognize 2 extraordinary women. Our executive director, Dora Lee. Dora Lee, if you could please stand, even though I know you might not want to, and wave your hand. Dora Lee is an absolute rock star. She has risen to the occasion of serving the moms and babies in our care and has blown me away. Dora Lee is a leader and a woman of God, and I am so grateful for you, Dora Lee. Thank you for being you. And then I don't know if she's here tonight, but if she's not, I'm still mentioning her name, Lindsay. Our executive assistant. Is Lindsay here this evening? Hi. Lindsay, too, is a rock star who has risen to the occasion to make sure, alongside Dora Lee, that the women and children that we serve are served with dignity, respect, provided the tools that they need to better their lives. We just have come leaps and bounds, and I'm so grateful for you. I would also like to take a moment to introduce the most special people in the room this evening. And if you would be so kind and so humble, moms and babies of Sunlight Home, to stand up here this evening. I have gotten to know you, and it brings tears to my eyes, just the gratitude I have for your strength. Look at these beautiful women and babies. We have a brand new baby. One of our residents just had a baby a couple of weeks ago, and she is here. These women are just rock stars. And now I just want to talk a little bit about what we've done over the past year to improve Sunlight Home as a whole. Without Carolyn Bott, I would not be here where I am today. First of all, and I want to thank her for her mentorship, for the fact that she has been rowing right alongside in a canoe, making sure that our merger with Action for Life has happened. And I am so grateful for you, and I can't wait for all of our talks to transfer the information. The last year has been a year of growth. We have implemented committees to strengthen the foundation of our ministry. Our internal committee has enhanced the beauty and warmth of our small home and supported our dedicated staff. Our external committee ensured that the success of events like the gala tonight have come together. Thank you, Diane Zingali, for being just so amazing, and I'm so grateful for our talks. And Sherry Connors, who's put together our silent auction tonight. Thank you for everything. You show up time and time again just to be a rock for the mission, and I'm so grateful for you. It makes me a little teary, actually. Our programs committee also, I want to highlight local professionals and partners who's been alongside of us to rewrite the programs of Sunlight Home to make sure we're serving the moms and babies just the best way we can. And that professional partner has been St. Matthew's House. And I know Mimi Schofield is here in the room, and she serves on the board there, as well as Father Orsi, and they have been invaluable. At the heart of all this, though, is our guiding mission. At Sunlight Home, we envision a world where every pregnant woman in crisis finds refuge, hope, unconditional love, the tools to build a thriving future for herself and her child. We believe that every mother deserves the opportunity to break the cycle of abuse, poverty, and homelessness. With education and empowerment through Christ-centered care, life skills training, unwavering support, we strive to transform lives, one mother and one baby at a time, ensuring that they not only thrive, but flourish. This vision is more than words on paper. It is lived out every day through the voices and stories of our residents, and I'd like to share a few. One of our residents said, I was anxious, hurt, and my heart ached for my future. I put my trust in God and He guided me to Sunlight Home. Although the transition was scary, as soon as I arrived, I was greeted with a hug and told how strong and loved I was. With the support, resources, and love and guidance here, I have done more than I ever thought I could. I thank God every day for leading me here. Another resident said, walking through the doors of Sunlight Home was the beginning of a new chapter of my life. I prayed for a place where I could deepen my relationship with God, and Sunlight Home is the answer to that prayer. I am now surrounded by a community that truly cares. I am building a better life for me and my child. These are the voices that capture the heart of our ministry, and that is because of Christ, ultimately. Friends, tonight we are not just here to raise funds, but we know that needs to happen tonight, else we won't be able to continue. It is about joining together as a community in faith to say to each mother, baby, and child, you are not alone. You are loved, and you are valued. On behalf of the board, staff, and especially the women and children that we serve, I thank you for being here, for your generosity, for your believing in this mission, and may God continue to bless each and every one of you. I would like to now welcome up the entire collective board as well as Father Orsi to present a very important award tonight. Be seated.
Thank you, Julia. At this point in the program, we are going to do something that we do each year, which is to award the Ray of Hope Award. And we have someone very special. Come on up here, you guys. Don't be shy. Not all of our board members are here, but Walt. It's nice to see people that are so humble. I'm obviously not one of them. Carolyn Bott, would you come up, please? First of all, because you're a valued board member, but also because you are this year's recipient of the Ray of Hope Award. Yeah, Mr. Carolyn, since you expected to talk about, well, a little bit at least.
Oh my gosh, I am so humbled. I was the one giving these awards out to other people. Thank you so much for this wonderful honor. It's been my privilege to serve God in this very special way, to protect the sanctity of life from the first moment of conception until a natural death. We have that obligation, and it's been my privilege to serve God in a special way. And all of you out there, all of you wonderful people, make it possible by your support. God bless you, and thank you so much for all you do for Sunlight Home. I'm so honored. Thank you, Julie.
God bless you, Caroline. I would add that let's all get together. We're gonna get a picture with the light. I would add, earlier this year, Carolyn received another important award called the Father Gillespie Award. For those of you who don't know, Father Gillespie was a priest who, once a week, well into his 80s, right?
87.
87, he passed away. Every Monday, Father Gillespie went down to Planned Parenthood when they were performing abortions here in Naples and prayed. And Action for Life created an award called the Father Gillespie Award, and Carolyn Bott was the recipient of that award earlier this year, and it's well deserved. Please give her another big hand. All right, I'm happy to tell you I'm not going to bore you with a long talk. I can do it just fine with a short talk, so bear with me. And then we'll get Paul Todd out here and we'll get rocking. And then Father Orsi will come up and say a few words, but after Paul does some of his thing. So I'm supposed to talk tonight about where Action for Life Sunlight Home is going, and I promise you that I will get there. But first, let me share a glimpse of what brought us here. As you've heard, Action for Life for 50 years has stood firm, protecting and celebrating the sanctity of life from conception to natural death. In the meantime, the 30 years, I guess 31 now, Sunlight Home has been a beacon of hope, offering safety, love, and opportunity to pregnant women and teens in crisis. And because of the good work of these two ministries and the grace of God, we have witnessed real miracles in the form of mothers choosing life for their babies, victims of sex trafficking finding freedom, children welcomed into loving homes, and lives restored by hope rather than despair. Tonight we celebrate a new and exciting chapter as Action for Life and Sunlight Home have become one. I can tell you, tonight our hearts are full of love and full of optimism. The challenges that we face are real, but so is our unwavering commitment to protect and honor life at every stage, especially the unborn who have no voice of their own. Now, let's talk about the future. We have big plans for Sunlight Home. Right now, the house can serve 7 women at any one time. The women and their babies, of course. But my friends, that is not nearly enough. There is great demand for what Sunlight Home does. So tonight, I'm making a commitment. Action for Life Sunlight Home will find a way to serve 3 times as many clients as we do now. How am I going to do that? I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. But believe me, it is going to happen. I know we can do it. I'm going to share a quick story with you. Father Orsi and I, a couple of years ago, at different times in the same week, saw the movie The Sound of Freedom, starring Jim Caviezel. Many of you, I'm sure, have seen it. We were both deeply moved by the plight of the children that were portrayed in that movie. And for those of you who don't know, it was based on a true story. This was a heart-rending story. And Father and I kind of, talked about what can we do about this. And one day he called me and he said, BC, we need to bring Jim Caviezel to Naples. I want to tell you something. It is not easy to say no to Father like Orsi. But I said to him, Father, that's impossible. We don't have the economic resources. We don't have the people to do something of that magnitude. Well, I think you know the rest of the story. A couple of years ago, we brought Jim Caviezel to Naples, to the Naples Grand, and we raised a significant amount of money. And that money, of course, went straight into saving unborn babies and supporting important sanctity of life ministries, including Sunlight Home. So, can we rise to the occasion and accomplish yet another audacious goal? Can we raise the money that it'll take to build a new, larger Sunlight Home? I believe we can. A few generous friends have already expressed strong interest in helping. So make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, with God's help and with your partnership, we will make this happen. This is probably a good time to remind you that there are donation envelopes on the table, but I won't go there. My friends, I want to tell you, a few years ago, God placed this mission on my heart. He brought me to Action for Life with the goal of saving unborn babies and protecting the defenseless. And Father Orsi and I share that calling. And together with all of you, we have seen what faith and courage and generosity can do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for standing with us. Thank you for believing in both the Action for Life ministry and the Sunlight Home ministry, which are now one ministry to serve all of those who need us. And thank you for helping us to build a future where every mother and every child can thrive. Finally, thank you for being here. May God bless you and your loved ones abundantly. Thanks. Well, I must admit, I got so excited I forgot where we are in the program. Molly, you want to come up and ask for money, or you want me to do it? No, all kidding aside, you've heard what we are doing, you've heard what we have done, and you have heard what we intend to do. And I promise you, whatever you donate tonight will go to help women and children, and to go to help save babies. That's what this is all about. We want to eradicate abortion and save babies, and we need your help. So, do us both a favor, pick up an envelope, write down your name and your credit card number. By the way, if you want us to process your credit card, if you don't want to write down all that, as our friend Joe Biden would say, malarkey, then just raise your hand. We have people with credit card processing devices that will take your donation with a credit card without writing down all of that information. Is that right, Kyle? I'm doing okay so far? All right, glad to hear it. What else can I tell you? I can stand here and harangue you for a while, but I don't think I have to do that. I think this is a very generous group of people who understand the ministry and understand, yes, the silent auction is now over. I think that all of you understand the ministry, you understand what we are doing, and I hope you understand how well we are doing it. But I promise you, we are going to do it even bigger and better. So, whatever you can do, we would very much appreciate it. We are going to have the silent auction, Julia? Is that what's going on? Silent auction is closed, and so the people who won will be informed.
Yes, the volunteers will go.
The volunteers will go, if you won the auction or your item, they will find you, they will hunt you down, and they will collect your money. Okay, are we ready?
So one last announcement, just real quick. If I could have a show of hands, if you would like to donate by credit card now, go ahead and wave down one of our students in the background. By the way, we've got wonderful volunteers from St. John Newman High School. We give them a round of applause. They're doing amazing work tonight. So if you would like to, you have kiddos in the back who want to do that. Also, if you've already filled out your envelope and you're a go-getter, you can go ahead and give that envelope to one of them who has a basket as well. If you're a procrastinator, we'll see you tomorrow. Sound good? Also, Father Orson, you and I talked to God today, so if they're battling between two numbers, it was the higher one, correct? That's what God said. Okay, good. So just so you guys know, we took care of that. No prayers needed. We're good to go. And now we're ready for the main event. Would you like to do the honors?
No, you go ahead.
Our friend Paul Todd. So, if you guys would, do me a favor. He's a little shy. I don't know if you guys have ever met Paul Todd. He's a little shy, so if you could just give a nice round of applause. Let's get him out here. Paul Todd, are we ready? I think he's still napping. I need a little louder. Let's go a little more. Let's see. Uh-oh. Someone's got to wake him up. A little louder? A little louder. A little louder. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most famous faces and hairdos in Naples, Florida, Paul Todd and friends. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. God bless you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please find somebody who has a director name tag. We would love to talk to you about Sunlight Home and Action for Life and the new merger. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the night. God bless you.
Okay, so I I'm going to sing one song that wasn't on my normal list because my group isn't ready and they're not dressed. Because we thought you were still eating. So anyway, but it's great to see so many of you, and I am so touched. I'm looking at my whole life in front of me with all of you here. I've known so many of you for so many years. I started here as music director in 2000, November, at St. John's, and then moved on to St. Agnes, and most of the priests that were with me, so many of them are here tonight, Monsignor Call, Father Thomas Zaluski, and of course my pastor and friend, Father Bob Cantor from St. Agnes, my dear friend. We're the same age, and we've been through a lot together. I met him many years ago up in Bradenton, Florida, and I've done so many concerts, and Rosemary Erickson reminded me that one of the first charities that I did a benefit concert for way back 25 or so years ago was the Sunlight Home. So it's great to be back with all my folks and friends from the Sunlight Home and all the wonderful stuff that they do. So I'm going to get started. We're in a world of their own, sharing a love that only few have ever known. White-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will last until we die. My life is yours. You came into my world with love so softly, Lord. So, please make my dear friend feel welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Father Orsi. We're going to have to share. This is the only microphone I have, so I have to hug you first. Okay.
I've missed my friend, Mr. Music, terribly. I'm so glad that you consented to be here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. And he said, yes.
General absolution for life.
Now you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how this happened, this wonderful merger with Action for Life and Sunlight Home. I had known Carolyn Bott for a number of years. We shared many experiences with the life of Sunlight Home with some of our clients and the babies. I was then asked to be on the advisory board, and it was a great honor for me to be on the board. But as time went by, I realized that Sunlight Home had to grow. Most especially, I noticed over the last couple of years, there were going to be more babies in our state of Florida because we now have a heartbeat law, 6 weeks. And I am most grateful. You know, some people think I get involved in politics. I am most grateful to the governor. Governor DeSantis has done a fantastic job. And also, during that time period, we had our own state Senate President, Kathleen Passidomo, and both of them were instrumental in getting the heartbeat law passed here in Florida. So I realized we're going to have more babies being born, and then what do we do with these babies? Sunlight Home had to grow. And some people know that I go to bed early, but that doesn't mean that I sleep. I'm not being funny here, I'm telling you the absolute truth. God talks to me. He really does talk to me. And I woke up probably around 2 o'clock in the morning when I send out my emails and leave voicemails. I called up BC. I said, BC, I want Sunlight Home with Action for Life. He says, Father, are you kidding? This is true. I said, no. I said, I'm not kidding. God told me that we have to do this. No. I said, pray over it. A week later, you know, Father, you're right. We can do it, and we will do it. You're here tonight because you are people who have a great heart and a great love for human life. God brought you here. God called me to make this wonderful union with Action for Life and Sunlight Home possible. He brought you here, not for your money. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't care about your money. God gives me what I need. He's never turned me down, ever, ever, ever. What I do want is your heart. Please, give me your heart. Help me to take care of God's children and their mommies. And I want now just to end with introducing to you some of the wonderful residents of Sunlight Home. Could the moms and babies come up here? Are they here on their way? Okay, babies like to go to sleep early, but they're coming. These are God's children. Sophroni? Yes. And?
Lacey.
And, come on, bring them all up.
Yudeline.
And?
Melissa.
And who's my friend here?
Adrian.
Ethan. And this is my very special little girl. Her name is Geneva. And I know Geneva since she was only a little baby. And she gets more and more beautiful every time I see her. And we have another, who's this here? Who's this? Caden. You want to give this to me? See, this is the reason why you're here. These are God's children. These are God's people. They are my children. They're your children. Give us your heart, and Sunlight Home will be a beacon of light to Florida and to the rest of the world, because God is with us, and God is here tonight. God love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And how about another hand for Father Orsi and Julia and everybody with the Sunlight Home. Please stand up for all of them, will you please? And all their hard work. And BC and everybody. Okay. Thanks. And girls, we've got one last song for you. And this is what Father Orsi wants you to do. Girls, can you come and join me? Amy, Christy, are you there? Okay. We just want to take you back to Catholic school for one last song. So, everybody, stand with us and we want you to clap along and just kind of get into this last song, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah! I can't hear you. Are you ready?
Ever since he touched my heart, I knew there isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high there can't keep me away.
Come on and sing along.
Follow
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Todd and friends. One more hand for them, please. Okay, if the Holy Spirit came over you and you need a credit card processing, raise your hand and we'll send somebody from